Welcome to the zombie world. Me and my team members, Samiksha Pote, Emmanuel Joseph Anthony, and Nishtha Sharma, have developed a game called Kuti Zombie Hunter. So let's start with the gameplay. It's a survival endless based game. We have a player and he has zombies as his enemy. Player needs to protect himself from the zombie horde. Gameplay is of third person point of view with perspective camera angle. Player has a gun to protect himself from the zombies. Direction keys or WASD are used to move the player. Also, mouse pointer can be used for turning the player's angle of view. Left click of the mouse can be used to fire from the gun for shooting the enemies. In every 1 minute, the number of zombies will increase. This will dynamically change the difficulty of the gameplay. Player will earn 10 points after every zombie kill. Once the player is dead, the game is over. Design methodology. We have used agile methodology to design our game. We have followed the phases of agile methodology, namely planning, designing, developing, testing, releasing, and feedback. In the planning phase, we decided to develop a survival zombie game. In the designing phase, we used the Scrum methodology. In this, we divided the tasks among ourselves and we tried to complete it in a sprint. In the development phase, we used Unity software to design our game and used Visual Studios for scripting in C Sharp. In the testing phase, we implemented the functionalities and tested them one by one. In the release phase, we integrated the final game. In the feedback phase, we took feedback from our professor and from the team members. We have total 7 sprints. In the first sprint, we decided the game plan. In the second sprint, we designed our characters and the environment for the game. In the third sprint, we started learning Unity software from the tutorials which were precised for our game. In the fourth sprint, we started implementing the actual gameplay using the techniques that we learned from the tutorials. In the fifth sprint, we started creating the screens, namely the main menu screen, the splash screen, and the game over screen. In the sixth sprint, we integrated the entire game and tested it. In the seventh and the last sprint, we built the executable version of our game. This screen shows the screenshots of our game. The first picture on the leftmost side shows the actual gameplay of our game. It shows a player and the zombies surrounding him. The second picture below it shows the splash screen, that is the introductory screen of our gameplay. It gives the heads up for the player of the game. The third screen shows the main menu of our game. This is the first screen that the player will see. Now let's see the actual gameplay.
Welcome to the walkthrough video of our gameplay. So let's start up with the game. This is our game's main menu where the user can choose from play, game, score, options, and quit. The user can check out his previous scores or the high scores by clicking the score button, and option button is for doing basic settings in the game, like reducing the volume or turning on the sound. Pretty much the basic settings, but the thing is, we are yet to implement these two options. So let's start off with the gameplay. This gives the gist of the game. This happens to be the introduction page of the game. Gives the storyline of the whole gameplay. Our game is more like a survival game, as represented by my group teammate Radhika in the presentation. So this is the game. Let's start with it. The game is dynamically set to increase the difficulty of gameplay for as long as the user survives. So the longer the user survives, the more difficult the game happens to be. There we go. So this is the game over screen of the game where the user can choose to play again the game, or he can switch back to the main menu. Even he can quit the game directly from this scene. So this is a game Zombie have done. Thank you.